NRG Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the New Orleans Saints and the Cleveland Browns.
Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
Fields it right around the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
Here's Hardy set to return. That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
On first down, it's Watson. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. And this one is incomplete.
The Browns had 8-6 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
He's going to go up top again. That's caught inside the 20.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They run it again with Chubb. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
York able to send this one through.
And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead.
Well, given where they started that opening drive, CD, I think to get 3 out of it, probably a pretty good start that they'll take.
I think you're exactly right about that because they just shook off the effects of the kickoff and field position and took the ball and moved it downfield. Didn't pay off with a touchdown, but that drive, that was really nice for them, and they did come away with 3 points.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And some room to roam now. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. A big play there out of Kamara. 44 yards on the ground. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
55 rushing yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football overtime, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
On 2nd down, Kamara gets by him at the 25.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
He'll get 15 and a Saints 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Clock running here, under a minute to go now in the first quarter of a 3-0 game. To throw again on 2nd down.
Love. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Out of the gun, Watson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. Well, they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Myles Garrett showing that athleticism as he gets in to make the play. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming.
Let's go now.
On play action. Love to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time. Wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Ready, set.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
To throw now. Here's Love. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal is not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
They start the drive on the ground, Kamara. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Throwing on 2nd and 8.
Love.
He gets it to Thomas.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Kamara up the middle. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
The play made defensively that time by Isaiah Thomas.
Really good stop there by the end in this 4-3 defense.
And not just pass rushers anymore, are they? Those guys can use their hands, control the point of attack, shed those blockers, and go get those ball carriers.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. 6 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Play action this time with Love. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Adam Prentice,
his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Saints have taken the lead.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Here's Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Watson now to throw.
That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he's going to have a first down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, here's Watson.
Over the middle, that's caught by Schwartz. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Up the middle, it's Chubb.
And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Touchdown, Browns!
Anthony Schwartz.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Browns have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead is now 10-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
On the ready.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. Able to slither by. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve.
As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
On 2nd and 9, Love. Complete. It's Johnson. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Glove. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. It's J.O.K. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there for the sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Now it's Kamara in the passing game.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On third down, Love. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. They begin this drive with Chubb. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. And again, it's Chubb. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 43 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. To throw is Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They go with Chubb on second down.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Chubb will get the call running left. And he he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb, halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Browns are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Okay, ready?
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Now, a quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Greg Newsom. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Watson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Anthony Schwartz
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Browns are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Here we go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
95 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think to the 2nd level because sometimes you'll break up.
Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut up with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive.